Okay, so now let's look at a good example of a do while loop. So what I have done here is, well, it may not be the best example, but at least just to show you the concept. So I've declared two variable input and password. So this is the password that we are going to actually set ourselves. So the password, we set it to 234 here, as you can see. This is the input that someone is going to enter in the into the key using the keyboard. So what I do is I say do while password. So this is how you write a do while loop. Actually, I forgot to actually show you the way you write a do while loop. But anyway, this is how you write it. You put a do at the top, then you open your curly bracket, then you write your program statement, then you put a while at the end of the closing curly bracket. So you will say do expression program statement while, then you put your loop condition here. So this is our loop condition. We want to check while password is not equals to 234. We want to repeat this. So let me repeat that. We want to repeat this loop while the password is not equals to 2, 3, and 4. So that means if the password is not equals to 234, this loop will be repeated even 1,000 times. It doesn't matter how many times you type the password wrong, it will be continued. Even if it's 20,000 times you don't type the password to be correct, it will continue looping. So as you can see, we don't know the end to this loop, and the reason and the fact that we put the check the loop condition at the end of the curly bracket means that this statement will always be run at least once. Remember, there is nothing stopping this program to be executed, unlike in the while loop where the condition is at the top. That means if the condition is not met, the program statement that follows it will never be run. But this one, this statement will always be run because the looping condition is at the end of the curly brackets. So now let's look at this program. So then after the while loop, I said you have been granted access. So that means this is how it works. This will be printed. It's going to ask you to enter a 3-number password, and it's going to use this scanf to obtain your input and assign it to this variable input. Then we're going to say that the password at that point will be equals to input. So the password at that point will be equals to whatever the user type in. Then we perform a check. If the password is not equals to 234, we return back to the top. Then it's going to execute this line of codes again. Then it's going to, the user is going to type in something in. He's going to assign whatever the user type in to be the password. If the password is not equals to 234, again we are going to return to the top. So this looping will continue until the password equals to 234. When the password equals to 234, that means this while loop, that means this condition is not met. Then we are going to jump to the next line of our code. That means it's going to tell you that you have been granted access. So let's run this program and see how it works. So he said please put a 3-number password. So let's type 456. He said please put a 3-number password. He's gonna keep repeating the same message. The loop will continue to go through it until you actually type 234. Then that's when it's going to say you have been granted access, and the program terminates from here. So the program has terminated now that he said you have been granted access, because now this condition has been met. So this is how you use a do while loop in contrast to the while and for loop. So I hope this will make things clear, but I'm still going to be doing more examples in the problem and solution program, so that you can actually see how these things are used in the real life. So I hope that makes sense, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.